Don't ask me about my perspective on America. I understand national pride, the belief that this is the best place to be alive. Yet some neighborhoods it's hard to survive past 25. Can't buy a home with a simple 9 to 5. Where having a certain skin tone makes it hard to thrive. Systematic oppression that drove many to suicide. A country divided by poverty lines, which made it hard to stay unified. Children who've never known peace, only ever been terrified. The young child who didn't know shit but was scared into having to testify. While in the eyes of his community, he's now been vilified. But in the eyes of this crooked system, what's the bad in another homicide? They fail to realize high crime is the result of people hurting inside. Gang violence is the result of unresolved trauma from all the others who died. While gangs were a necessity for trying to survive. I mean, you tried being a minority in 1955, where you made one wrong move and you could've died. Emmett Till did, cause somebody lied. A false claim led to that child's demise in a broken system where one person's word holds more weight when they testify. Please don't try to justify it with a simple line like, oh, it was just a different time. When Trayvon, Rodney King, Ahmaud Arbery were all hate crimes done way after 1955. So please tell somebody else your beautiful lies, until they come to realize history has been rewritten to be disguised. Everything is written by the victor, so everything has been revised. They utilize the fact that the system was always compromised. They call it a different time, but fail to apologize. Young men spending life in jail for the same drugs they now try to monopolize. Just another way some of us have been marginalized. But if you take to the streets, then you're being uncivilized. Cause in their eyes, you were never victimized. Label you so you'll be dehumanized. They'll start telling lies until you fall in line and get institutionalized. Till the fear to speak up keeps us paralyzed. What one side claims only the bad parts get televised. But self-hatred has made it so we can't get organized. The broken system that made many of us demoralized, by making deaths in our communities normalized. So we wake up terrified and grow up traumatized. And motivation and self-help is never prioritized. They rather push a culture of violence and sex to keep us hypnotized, while everything else gets criticized, stigmatized, and barely recognized. But that's where I specialize. With the victims of this broken system, I've learned to empathize. All these robberies in the street while I try not to become desensitized. Cause I realize that crime has spiked up since it's all been pushed and glorified. Children with too much time, but don't blame the parents. They're busy trying to provide, while their kids are influenced by what's outside, while dealing with the emotions they keep hidden deep inside. Generational gaps that help further the divide. A path that can only lead to a collide.